Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Redskins 7, Giants nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, 50. Got escape situation. Let's go. Ready, triple.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one who has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third and long for Winston. Got a man, Slayton. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check pass. Check pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Haskins on first down. He finds Corey Davis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Giants nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Winston. He's got his man, Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Mike 50. Watch the curl.
From the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
White 25. Mike 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
All day, dog.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that's complete. It's Sims. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up. Mike 56.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. To throw, Winston. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Well, this may be a free play for Winston. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
49, check 49. Easy.
Now Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Ready. White 25. Mike 50 out. Watch the screen. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 15. Check back 15. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 50.
Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. Congratulations.
Sack City, baby. Ready. Blue ready. Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
56. Check 56. 56. Mike's 56. Oh, yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got 4.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Washington Redskins first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd and inches.
Ready. Move ready. 50. Let's go.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run here with Lindsey. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Winston. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally him. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a run with Geis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Switch gears.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot? So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long. We'll see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Redskins, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.